Hi everyone, welcome to today's session. For today's session, we're going to be doing documenting your data analytics project on GitHub. This session is super important because I see a lot of talent do amazing projects, but they don't know how to document those projects into a portfolio such that potential employer can scroll through the requisitions in your GitHub and read your thought process ideally. So this session is going to be super interesting, so I encourage you to buckle up your seatbelts because it's going to be a ride. So the first thing I'll do without wasting any more time is to open my repository, like my GitHub instance. It is an overview of my GitHub. Then I open the repository section and I can easily click on new repository because I want a new repository. Then I begin to, name that. I want to name a product market fit. And for the sake of this demo, I'm going to be using one of the projects I built last month, product market fit. One of the I built last month to run documentation because I also took document that as well. So yeah, let's get that. So say product market fit analysis. Then it goes on to say, do I want description? I don't want any description. That's left to issue a description. Then I use public, and then I use add a readme file because obviously if I don't add a readme file, we are not why we're here today. Basically, that is the whole essence. Readme file allows us to do the documentation, and then I click on create repository so I can create repository. Yeah, great. So as you can see, I have the first level conversion, right? And I'm able to optimize this using the markdown language in the readme file. But before I do all of that, like I said, I usually always document my thought process of my project, the introduction, depending. Most times it follows this process until I just kind of like took new things that I want to add, but it typically follows the introduction. What are my key metrics that I want to focus into specific analysis. One of the skills and concepts that I actually demonstrated during this project, my visualization, more of the analysis that I took, or like what my analysis is saying at time must have visualized, so to speak. What is my, I also put my you having to interact with my live dashboard in case you want to, and then conclusions and recommendations. Because at the end of the day, what am I doing analysis if I don't recommend? Right? Because at the end of the day, analysis is actually to solve problems. So I really want to recommend. Oh, what should my stakeholders do? What is the next course of action that they can take to solve the whole problem? I think that should be it. And I also try to save all the screenshots that I would like to use. So for instance, in this visualization part, obviously I want to pull up a visual, right? And means that visual, that chart must have been screenshotted, right? And it's on my local PC. So I have all of that. Then I go back to this. I usually always create a copy of this, Ctrl C, right click, and create meter to the right. Then I hit enter and it brings that as well. And then I can easily add files. So I want to add all the files, like I said, I have saved. So I upload files and I put my local PC where, and that's to you too as well, when you must have stored that. And I would bring in all I have around let's say 7. Yep. I easily okay. Wait. Let me use upload. Yeah, upload is better. Yeah, great. So choose files, and then I can easily open that. Okay. Great. So I've dropped them, and they should be uploading now. Yeah. So we have all the files that I only use for the course of this period uploaded. We're good. We're good, honestly. So I'll commit changes and then processing my files, and then I can get to see all my files here, right? So then I go back to the exact place I'm documenting and start my documentation. So once I click on this edit button, I'm able to edit it to my specific taste, right? That's beauty, like I said, about Markdown language or readme files, because you can make use of Markdown language, and you will see that you can navigate between edit and preview. So that as you're editing, you're also seeing how it looks in real time. So once I click on this preview, you can see how big it is. What makes that big is because I'm using just one hashtag. I can be able to use two hashtags, such as smaller, use different symbols, right? Just to customize it. That's the beauty about readme files and just Markdown language. So what I always do is that I always put in a picture, right? I don't know putting in a picture. I learned this from somebody actually, because I can't just give everybody information. I really want them to, pause, let it be an interesting story, right? So for the course of this, I'm going to be using exclamation mark, this, and I use this. Then I also want to type the name of the file, and for the sake of this, the name of the file is PMF1. Just for me to confirm here, PMF1. And I can copy it. I usually copy it in most cases, and then paste that, right? In close bracket, and then I hit enter, and then I can preview. Let's see how that looks. Yeah, it's a great thing. You can see it pulls up the picture. So product market fit is pretty much this is really like startup ecosystem. How can you define product market fit for a company that has product, maybe like an application web app? How can you measure product market fit, and how can you pretty much achieve product market fit? So the next thing I'll do is to go ahead and start putting in my introduction. So I want my introduction next. They're telling them, why I want to do this project. Introduction most cases can also be a problem statement. Why are you doing this project? If it was self thoughts, right? What's the problem behind it? What exactly are we doing, right? So this is my introduction. I'll copy that. I come to the editing panel and I can paste that. So I want to customize this. This just go forward to customize it, right? By using, like I said, hashtags are really what helps to differentiate each text from the other. I use two because I want it smaller than the header, which is product market fit analysis. So I also put I like putting in column. So I tells it that okay, this is the header, right? And I need space. And I also want to put a space between particular because if I put preview, I don't think it will read that in a good way. Okay, yeah, I don't like it's like too long and there's no pause for my readers. I want to put in a pause so that my reader can take a break just in between two paragraphs, and I hit enter, and then it tells me okay, the pause. So I'm good to go. Let me quickly check my preview. Okay, good. So yeah, so next thing I'll do, I've given them my introduction. I want to tell them, this is the introduction, this is what I'm doing, this is a problem statement. These are what I intend to showcase, right? These are the key metrics that I want to show. Then I copy my key metrics. That's why it's important to have this documentation before, because if not, you just be typing on the readme file and it's super difficult. So it's just best to have every process edited, everything, and then you just here to document and make it live to others that want to read. That. So what is the average retention rate? I also want to, optimize this as well, edit it. So I put in my column, and I have this using what is the average retention rate, what's my churn rate, tracking what the customer's engagement rate on the platform looks like. So I'll change this to E. Because at the end of the day, whether you're building a product or not, you want to know if the product sits well in the market. That's the whole essence of product market fit, right? Are people using your platform? Are they leaving quite early? What is the month-to-month acquisition rate, right? For you, what's it like for your company? What's it like for your startup, right? But yeah, I'm not here to, preach analysis or analyze data. If you leave me, I'll go on and on. But yes, pretty much to just show you how to document. So yeah, let's quickly go to the preview section, and then we can see how our project looks like. So you can see here, good. Yeah, two ways to key metrics here too. So let's go back to I'll keep documenting. In this case, I also want to document what are the skills, right? What did I showcase? Obviously I wanted to show key metrics. What did I exactly leverage to bring this to life? Right? I leverage my data gathering scale. I leverage my data cleaning, data visualization, gathering, because this data was having collected from startups, right? It wasn't just given to me. I had to source for it, and I was not able to use the VC domain knowledge, venture capital to sort of convert some of the information to suit the purpose of this analysis. But yeah, I can't wait to boring. So let's do let's go to preview. No, we want to put in our normal this, and yeah, we'll get faces. So let's see how it looks. So we'll go. No. All right. So I think I want to make that is on a straight line. So let's make this yeah, let's make it to have bullet points. So bullet point is recognized by dash. Yeah, so let's check preview, and we have, yeah, voila. Next thing I want to showcase is visualization. Okay, almost there. Visualization is like, okay, I've told you why I'm doing this project. I've told you the key metrics that I intend to track. I've told you the skill set. Like I said, other times it changes, right? I might put in something, right, other than skills that I want to demonstrate. It might be something else, right? But yeah, but for this project, this is just the flow. After we can like, okay, what? So next thing is like, what does my visual look like, right? What now? Those key metrics, show it to me, right? So I would also put that. But I think for this, I don't want to just say keep visualization. I want to say visualization and analysis. I want to put in analysis as well because it comes together. Okay, so I want to insert the image, right? Like I said, you have to go to this page and see the image. So I can't really tell because I did not save it. I would have loved to save it according to the name, but I forgot. So I don't upload it, but I can check my local PC, but I can see the picture itself. I can see the image. So that should be 007. Yeah, 007. So I'll copy this and copy the link address. I'll go here and then I can say image. So how your image is usually put in like this, this, and this. Then you close it, right? Then see my previous like bottom market fit analysis, great introduction, look good. Oh voila, yes, this is like my dashboard, right? So I can go back to now putting the analysis. This is the dashboard. What was I able to deduct from me? Because that's really what stakeholders are really interested in at the end of the day. Because even though that you should make your dashboard as simple as you can, so that they can easily just pinpoint what it's saying, but obviously you still need to like tell them like in your terms, like this is what this data is saying. So let's go to analysis. All right, I put in 3 hashtags because I actually want to make it a bit smaller. So what the things that I'm looking out for, you can see average retention rate, you can see churn rates, you can see engagement rate, comparison of the churn and retention, month-on-month acquisition, need analysis. All right, because these are the things I want to track, right? Then I go next to paste that, right? Let's see, I want to see if that is a 111. Please tell me it's what. Oh, no, I don't like the way it looks, So I think I want to customize this more. So analytics, let me put double colon. Then okay, I won't think I'll use hashtags for this. Let's do 3, 1, 2, 3, right? Let's put let's just to put double colon. Let's just make it like that. Let's do 3 hashtags as well. I think that's what I'll do for now. Same thing. Let's do 3 hashtags. So I think it's better to hashtag it than number it, right? So let me do hashtag. Okay. Yeah, so we're good. This is gonna take time. What to take your time is only if you documenting it. Imagine I was documenting, I was thinking, oh, my analysis says 5% of this is this, 6% of that is that. So I start to think, and that takes a long time. So it's always advisable to document that all on a doc, and then you just here to just copy paste, do a little bit of optimization, and customize it such that it's very beautiful and tells a story when others are reading it. So need analysis was good. So let me preview. Let me see what it looks like. Cut off mark with it. Yeah, great, great, great. Average retention rates. Okay. 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 We're good. We're good. We're good. Good. Most importantly, yeah, so good. So we can go to visual. Interesting. So you know that my art that is not it's not sliders you need a dirty. So this is also hierarchy however what is a snapshot you can't there's little so much I can do except just looking at it and reading the analysis. So I will give my readers the option to go ahead and interact with this live. So I will paste that and I'll see if I can my with the live visualization here. But obviously, how to insert link on readme file is to say this. Put that write the text that you want to hyperlink, right? And I put that in a square bracket. Then I can put the link, actual link in a curve bracket. Let me take this away. And then we're good. So the next thing we'll do is to put in recommendation. Like I said, you have to put in recommendation. Why am I running an analysis when at the end of the day, I'm just here to tell you what we observe. I need to tell my stakeholders what can they do? What is the alternating course of action for them after they must have seen all the insights that you created? So I want to put in my recommendation. This is what I conclude, right, after all of this analysis, right? So I make that three hashtag. Oh, do I want three? I think I want two. This is very important. Then I hit enter. Or I say I think generally an overall assessment is indicating that sort of profit. However, I recommend the following. For startups that ticked off other metrics, but what they didn't have a good, I don't want to say M for people who don't understand startup terms. I say month actually writing for month on month. So let's leave it like that. Month on month growth rate, right? They can eject more funds into okay. So the startups that ticked off other metrics but didn't have a good month and month growth rate, they can eject more funds to the marketing effort. This is because if the churn rate isn't as high, it means that the customers are hooked to the product, indicating that it is addressing a need. So enough money could go into marketing so the product can reach even more eyes. Whereas the startups that had 0.6, now it's time to launch the MV. Yes, I would say that minimum viable product, minimum viable product. So that the people who will understand the startup language or pretty much ecosystem, you can get that. Yeah, the early adopters for a test. So a combination is just pretty much saying that some people um had a very low churn rates, but they also had low month-to-month growth rate. They were not really getting people on their platform, you know, it wasn't the numbers were not high, but this month they're not really getting so much. But if you also check their churn rates, how people leave their platforms also, it means that they're actually solving a need. I'm hooked on your platform because you are solving my pain point. That's why I'm not leaving. So it means that their product solves a need, but they most likely don't have enough visibility to draw more customers to their platforms. They most ideally need to run marketing campaigns. Maybe they must have raised funds. They can use those the funds that you have raised to drive markets. And that's ideally when people try to raise funds, you always see 50% for marketing, 60% for product development. Marketing is very essential. So, those guys are actually good. Marketing efforts can actually take them off to scale. The other guys who don't have, any statistics to show for it, they could actually just go ahead and work harder to launch their MVP. And like I said again, this is a lot of analysis. I'm just here to show you how to document. So I think let's check the preview. Let's see. My image is here, and key metrics look good, and we're good. Let's see. So my visualization here. We're good, and provisional recommendation. So I like this. I like this. I like this. I like this. So we're good, right? The only thing, yeah, we're good, we're good. But yeah, I think I also want to put my social media. I hardly ever put my social media in my project, but just in case, right? That's why I also put up a video on how to optimize your GitHub profile. So it's not just the leading project, you can optimize your GitHub profile such that if guys will come to read your repository, come to read the project on your repository, can see your profile, everything about you, your CV, your past experience, and amazing things like your most used software stack. They can also see that. If it's sure to check out the video, I'll attach a video. I'll be sure to also watch that video. So as you're documenting your project, you're also optimizing your profile. So everything is really amazing, and you can stand a chance to be called for the interview. So I usually just always put the social media handles in the profile. But I'm just like, let me try putting it into my project so that as soon as you just read a project, you can just check me out. So let's put um check out my socials. I can say check out my socials. Let's say connect with me because telling people to check it out to someone. Let's say connect with me on socials. Connect with me on socials. So let's do LinkedIn. Let's do LinkedIn first. Can leave a space. So let me go and get my LinkedIn profile, my LinkedIn link. So I have my LinkedIn link, and I can paste this and cover that. Then I want my Instagram. Yep. And then I can also paste my Instagram profile. Then I can also paste that. That's going to be, and I copy that. Then I can also put in my actually on my GitHub. So it depends on all other things that you actually want to upload. For me, these three are fine. If you want to put in your Medium, people have me. Oh yeah, I think I want to put in my Medium as well. Let's put in my GitHub. Yeah, because I write a lot as well on Medium. So let's put in Medium. Like blog. Let's see blog. I prefer calling it blog. And I can easily paste that as well. Yeah. Good. We're good. We're good. So let me see how that looks. Let's check our preview. Yeah. So connect with me on social, LinkedIn, Instagram, blog, So we're good. Like if you want to make my own is on a straight line, as you can see, like all the socials. If you want your own on not on a straight line, but like line after line, don't forget to use dash that indicates bullet points. So you can use this dash here, but I don't think I'm interested in that. I want my own line, so we're good. So let's check our before we even check preview. Enough of preview. Let's commit changes. So let's commit changes. So going to update readme file, commit directly to main branch. Yeah, I want to commit directly to my main branch, definitely. And then you can see all of this already good. So anybody who wants to read this can easily come up here. So I can take the link and share with anybody who come and check out my new project, and then they check it out. So I think that's all. If the video helped you, leave a comment down below and let us know what you want to see, right? We're here to always help. And don't forget to subscribe to our YouTube channel, turn on the notification button for whenever we post great contents and could upskill you and help you land a high-paying job. So see you guys in our next video and enjoy.